Helen here with Eyes on the Game, and as always, I love being here in July at the ESPN Sports Humanitarian Awards because I'm always being joined by the lovely Stephanie Mcmahon. Always great to see you here.
Great to see you. It's wonderful to be back.
Yes.
And of course, we've got Roman Reigns, WWE superstar Roman Reigns, right over your shoulder.
I know.
For the background.
He has a big match next
that
week.
on purpose, right?
Oh, yeah. Girl, you know me too well. Okay. So first off, though, how does it feel to be back? And like I said, it's always great to see you here annually.
Well, thank you. This is one of my favorite events of the year because it's the opportunity where we get to celebrate giving back to the community. And I don't think that happens often enough.
And I love how you do such a great job, with giving back, and the WWE does such a great job with that. But also I talked to Charlotte, too, about the women empowerment, and I know you brought that up last year, too. And, there's been so many historic female matches within this past year. So can you kind of talk about the continued growth of women's WWE?
Oh, absolutely. We actually call it the women's evolution because, our women have evolved from the Divas division to the women's division, from being secondary and tertiary type characters to becoming the main event. We signed Ronda Rousey, one of the world's greatest athletes, male or female. And, I've told this story, but this past December in Abu Dhabi, for the first time ever, our women were allowed to perform. And they had to change their gear, their costumes, so only their hands and their head was exposed. But the entire arena, both men and women, started chanting, "This is hope. This is hope." And Sasha Banks talked about seeing tears in the eyes of a little girl in the front row. And that is what the women's evolution is all about.
I love, what you've done with it. And, it just gives me
and
goosebumps.
What they do with it,
yes,
right? Because
absolutely.
They have taken every opportunity. They've made the opportunity. And every time they do, they steal the spotlight. They steal the show. Our women are amazing.
Absolutely. And speaking of one in particular, like you mentioned, because I know last year when I spoke to you, you wanted to sign Ronda, and then it all happened.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
Yep.
so,
and then I wound up wrestling her at WrestleMania.
And funny how the world works, right?
Yeah.
So can you kind of talk about, what it means to now have her in the WWE full time, and just what she brings to you guys?
Absolutely. I think Ronda is going to help us escalate the women's evolution to yet another level. And I think there's actually no ceiling, no limit. There's nothing we can't do together. Ronda brings a completely new audience. She brings young girls, young women. She brings men. And Ronda is just so talented. I mean, she's so gifted, not only as an athlete, but as a performer, as an entertainer, and, by the way, as a human being. She's one of the greatest people I've ever met. And in fact, all of our superstars are just such amazing people with huge hearts, which is why they do all of this community work, because it's what they want to do. It's not a part of their contractual obligation, and it's the best part of their jobs from what they tell me.
Yeah, and I can definitely agree with that. There's the best thing in the world is giving back and seeing others
That's
happy.
what it's all about.
Yes.
And WWE's mission is to put smiles on other people's faces, and there is no greater feeling in this world than putting the smile on a face of a child who really needs it,
Circling back to Ronda, though, did anything surprise you at all, from watching her and progress with the organization?
Well, I was mostly on the fear side because her very first match in WWE was at WrestleMania against me, right? So, I was more just on the shock and awe.
Really?
Yeah. I was a little, maybe. I had good reason. But she was awesome. She's a pro. She's just incredible.
And for the WWE Universe and fans, what can they expect from you guys for the rest of the year?
Well, you're going to have to stay tuned. We've got a big announcement coming up.